Welcome to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Presenting to you the first of its kind episode on this channel. This new series is called Half-Baked Ideas. This is separate from my other podcast series, which is called Samsara. By the way, if you, in the middle of the recording, if you hear me blowing at something, that's because I'm in the kitchen making chai. If you understand Nepali, दूध को चिया. And so I'm just attending to that competing need at this time, but I'll try to keep that to a minimum. So what is half-baked ideas, you may ask? Okay, let me try to describe very briefly the different elements of half-baked ideas. It's basically a virtual mom and pop shop for aspiring entrepreneurs around the world. This is a small attempt at stopping the massive waste of fantastic entrepreneurial ideas, which is happening currently at a massive, scary scale. You have had, maybe often or maybe sometimes on some occasions in the past, some absurd ideas that made you wonder if that was possible to achieve, to make happen, maybe by yourself or maybe by someone else who had the right skill sets to complement you, the right amount of support, either financial support or knowledge support, to even start testing the waters. Because you have a different life than an entrepreneurial one, and you have financial and other responsibilities, so you can't afford to invest your time or resources in it. At least not now. Those ideas, of course, they may or may not have a real feasibility potential. Those ideas that are dismissed by so many around you saying, that's a half-baked idea or an absurd idea. Those ideas either go big or go home. Either way, the societal perception of something being a half-baked idea often translate to disruptive force in business, time and again. But sadly, those ideas often get dismissed or choked because either other people don't exactly understand your vision and what you're thinking. Oftentimes, they're just lost because of miscommunication. After all, it's super difficult to help someone else, to help another individual see things exactly the way you see things. Someone has said, and I quote, without remembering exactly who said this, if someone understood every single thing that you thought or felt, that'd be you. But they're not you. At Half-Baked Ideas, the virtual mom and pop shop for you for a range of support products, including but not limited to mentoring and connecting ideas with the right people or capital. We are good listeners. We really listen to you and try to see where you're coming from. Why is it that you exactly see the promise in this idea? If the idea doesn't go anywhere, at least we'll have a short exchange of views, a short catch-up, a short conversation. If you want us to sign an NDA for your idea, of course we'll do so and operate with the highest level of professional integrity and confidentiality. We believe in trust as a necessary ingredient of conducting any business. And we're here to build a long-term customer mom and pop shop relationship with you, both a professional relationship and a personal one. We're right in your virtual neighborhood. We're personable, we're approachable. We believe building we believe in building real connections with clients and potential clients. Half-Baked Ideas is a retail shop with a large selection of offerings. We're essentially trying to build a half-baked ideas community where ideas flow in different ways. And in the upcoming episodes of this series, we'll be having discussions or interviews on a range of half-baked ideas for someone from the audience to take inspiration from this platform and run with it if they believe in the idea and in their capacity to operationalize the idea. Operations is often the most difficult part. It's difficult to get the nuts and bolts right. Don't worry, if you happen to get inspiration from our series, no royalties will be expected. But we can help you think through your ideas and explore possible models of collaboration in case there exists a feasibility potential with a clear roadmap and distance that needs to be traveled to get to that feasibility point. We're here for you, your virtual mom and pop shop, right in your virtual neighborhood. The first consultation, or actually let's just call it first conversation, is free of charge, of course. And if there is a mutual interest, if that half-baked idea date goes well, we can have an understanding of how we can take this idea forward from there. Under what model of collaboration or client-consultant partnership. And oh, by the way, if you're feeling generous and if you have an idea that you want to just throw out there to the world to see if someone wants to take up the challenge and run with it, even the distance to feasibility might be very long, we'll share those ideas with all our audience, to other members of the half-baked ideas community. We rejoice in the spirit of community. We're making this podcast interactive going forward, so support us in whatever way you can. Write to me, please, either to my Facebook Messenger or my email. My email address is ghimire.kumud@gmail.com. That is GHIMIRE.KUMUD@gmail.com. Or if you want to have a conversation in the next episode, let me know. Shoot me an email as well, and we can schedule the recording of the next episode together. Open to ideas, really, different kinds of ideas. Very receptive. Let's make this interactive. Let's make this half ideas community grow. At the very least, you can listen to interesting ideas, throw interesting ideas at us, and see if other members of the community want to grow and capitalize on these opportunities. Or if you'd like to explore something more concrete with us, we can work on that too. Before you guys send ideas, I can volunteer to throw one idea that you might think is absurd, but I believe holds an interesting potential. If someone out there wants to run with it, by all means, please go for it. But I am running with that idea too, at least testing the feasibility and exploring possible collaboration opportunities with the broader investor community. So if you think we can work together, let's grab a coffee, either in person or over Skype, WhatsApp, whatever works for you. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned for the next episode for the first half-baked idea that's coming up. Stay tuned.